This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com. Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed Protector of the Universe. Bonded to the energy-transforming quantum bands that are both weapons and symbols of his station, he fights an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Quantum Zone, episode 62, smack dab in the middle of Cosmos and Collision, and we got some big Quasar news, hopefully, coming on the horizon. I am Phil, joining me as always, Master of the Quantum Zone.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
And Master of the Snack Bar.
I am Matt. I'm eating snacks, fueling up for the big show and the big news. I'm hungry for more.
I can't wait till his wife leaves town, man. You're just to see crumbs all through that beard and stuff.
No, she's gone.
Okay. So the crumbs are already there.
I had a big pizza by myself last night. Fell asleep on the couch watching Infinity War. It was great. It was nice.
Wow.
I mean, I miss her, but it's nice to be a slob a little bit, you know.
Pizza and some Infinity Stones.
I did do the dishes and take out the recycling this morning, though, so I felt redeemed a bit.
Good idea. Don't let it pile up. Good job. All right. So, like I said, there were big rumors floating around the internet this week that supposedly, nothing official yet, but supposedly, what website was that? Let me bring it up.
Truefacts.org?
I wish. No, it was... If I can bring the page up. I'm just going to the Quantum Zone, the Quasar podcast on Facebook, because the link is there, which is where you should all go. I'll tell you where you should all go. We got this covered. So, like I said, I don't know how reputable they are, but supposedly a source close to them says James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will see the debut of not only Beta Ray Bill, but some character you may have heard of called Quasar.
Who?
What about our Quasar movie?
What about it?
While I'm on the Facebook page, I'll put, Soshin brought up a point. Now I'm scared because I didn't think of this. Soshin, on the Facebook page, Soshin put, "Oh, please let it be Wendell and not go with one of the female versions to try to be sexy and put seats in the theater." You're saying Wendell's not sexy, Soshin? And by the way, in 100 yards, turn left.
Yeah.
You know what's funny that you mentioned Quasar and being sexy? I was at a comic book store celebrating Free Comic Book Day, and I got a whole bunch. We could talk about that at the end, maybe.
Nice.
But one thing that I did not buy, but I did take a picture of because I thought it might be fun to share on social media, was when Marvel did the swimsuit issue, and a young Mr. Wendell Vaughn is showing some skin, let's say, in that one. So anyway, that's my thing. But okay, back to the news. It's not news that there was a swimsuit issue featuring Quasar in 1995. But 3.
He bought it for his namesake, the Punisher, and that was wearing like a thong, like a skull thong or something.
Yeah. It was $2. I don't know. I just felt weird bringing it home.
That's why I waited till the wife was out of town.
Yeah, and I took a picture of it in the store. Like a creep.
Yeah. All right, and so, I mean, what do we think? Do we think Quasar and Beta Ray Bill?
I don't know. I mean, we've had kind of ongoing rumors about Nova too, right?
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah, but don't you think they would have added him when they had the Nova Corps in the first Guardians of the Galaxy?
They had Roman Day in there, who gave Rich passed on the power. So I don't know. We've had 3 Quasars, right? We've had Wendell, of course. Then we had Phyla. Mm-hmm. Then we had Avril.
Yeah, for like a whole year maybe.
Yeah, if that long. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I mean, I hope it's Wendell. But
you would think if they were smart, they would make it Wendell, just because they get an actor who lasts 10 years maybe, and then if they want to keep the bands going, just keep passing them on to different people.
Yep. And you mentioned sex appeal. My wife and the girlfriends always pay close attention when the Chris's are on screen. So
I don't know. Must be a thing, because my wife said, I know we were driving home from Endgame. She's like, I don't even think Chris Evans is that good looking. She's like, I think she thought Hemsworth, Robert Downey Jr., and even Anthony Mackie were all better looking than Chris Evans.
Yeah, my wife's a big Robert Downey Jr. and Hemsworth fan. So,
but I mean, you've got the holding the chopper in Civil War, and then you've got Thor holding it. Yeah, I mean, come on.
Thor put on weight in that movie, and he's still getting the votes over Chris Evans.
Wow.
Oh, we should put a poll up on the Facebook or something. Be like, who was sexier? Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Matt's copy of the swimsuit issue.
Yeah. Chris Evans, a Massachusetts boy, went to his 20th high school anniversary at the last minute, the weekends that Endgame opened. He just had "My name is Chris" on his name tag. No publicity. And
why wouldn't you? What have you been up to?
I was just in a movie.
Couple million dollars.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of speculation, obviously, but Thor is a member of Guardians of the Galaxy now, right? As Guardians of the Galaxy, we presume, for the third movie. So then it makes sense for Beta Ray Bill. I was trying to think, Thor's not in it. It kind of doesn't click for me, because his whole introduction. I mean, if only someone did a college course talking about that run, maybe we would have some insight to it. But
exactly.
I mean, honestly, I just don't see how they're going to make Thor. He overpowers the Guardians. I mean, he just does, and I don't mean that in who beats who standpoint. I mean, his personality and his story would overpower any Guardian story. So I kind of hope they just do a Thor 4, and he's not a part of the Guardians 3 movie. But,
I wonder if that's why Thor's maybe going to be in 3. Maybe to I don't know, kind of bring in Beta Ray Bill, kind of, sort of.
Yeah,
possible. Because
we had on the Twitter, because this kind of discussed, Aaron Henley at a Henley 2011's put, I believe Quasar more than Beta Ray Bill due to the setup from Guardians 2. Also, if Beta Ray Bill does show up, someone is going to have to give up an axe, and that could break the hearts of millions. But difficult to see, always in motion in the future. Yeah, because Thor's carrying Stormbreaker now. That was Beta Ray Bill's thing, right?
Yeah, and Mjolnir is destroyed.
Well, again, it's all magic. Again, go back in time again.
Yeah, just go grab it.
I mean, I know it would create an alternate timeline, but when they brought it back in Endgame, I'm like, oh, okay, this is how we bring Mjolnir back. Okay.
Yeah, and then they got rid of it again, so.
Yeah.
But when
Cap needed it to excuse the time travel for his booty call.
So, when are they expecting Guardians Volume 3?
I don't know. There's a bunch of unnamed, that Marvel has slots scheduled, but they haven't announced anything yet. I think they said they're going to announce a lot more after. Well, I think they're going to announce most of them after Far From Home.
Oh, okay.
They have to finish counting their money first.
Yeah.
But I know Kona doesn't watch these, but Will, did you see the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer?
I saw it for I forget. I think I saw it before a movie, and it wasn't Endgame.
Well, there was a new one. There was a new one this week.
I did not watch that one
because it was spoilery. Because you could tell that they were waiting until after Endgame, because it opens up with Peter Parker mourning Tony Stark. So big spoiler.
Yeah,
because it's ironic because they opened the trailer with Tom Holland saying, "If you haven't seen Endgame, don't watch this trailer." King of the spoilers, Tom Holland was saying, "If you haven't watched Endgame." But no, the big controversy in that trailer was, I guess, Mysterio says something about him being Mysterio says he's from an alternate reality or something.
Oh.
So everyone's screaming, multiverse. I'm like, Mysterio's a big liar, right? His
effects.
special effects and illusions, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we probably won't see Guardians Volume 3 until at least 2020 or 2021.
2020 at the earliest, I would think. Yeah. Because, I mean, we already got 3 Marvel movies this year. Captain Marvel, Endgame, and then Spider-Man, so.
Yeah.
Those are pretty big ones, too.
I think that's about their limit, right? They've been doing like 3 a year, maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
And now, this is maybe way too far ahead or maybe too into the comic books, but, I mean, Beta Ray Bill and Quasar become teammates for the Annihilators.
That is true.
The road. Well, if they get popular enough, I don't know.
Get their own movie? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I mean, that's got some other heavy hitters in it, too. You've got...
I was going to say, because now that we have the Fox stuff, what if they do bring in a Quasar and Beta Ray Bill, and then eventually they bring in a Silver Surfer?
And it had Ronan in it, and that might be problematic.
You just come up with another generic Kree accuser, I guess.
Yeah.
Who else did they have in there? I'm trying to remember.
Well, weren't they kind of hanging out with like
Rocket Raccoon? Well, no, he was just in the backs of the boat.
I was going to say during Dan Abnett's Guardians of the Galaxy run, weren't they kind of?
Oh yeah, and Cosmo, who we've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, well, I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long 2 years as I try to type.
And like I said, Soshin wrote something different on the Twitter page when I put that up. With Captain Marvel off planet hopping, it seems she had inherited the mantle of protector of the universe, but there's definitely room for Q-Man and his unique skill set of energy manipulation in the constructs. Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. And we've seen that you can do it in the horrible Green Lantern movie. The power set.
Yeah, please make it better than Green Lantern. Please.
Yeah, we've seen you can do the power set and it can be awesome. Just, it was in a bad movie, so I'll just leave it at that.
And then, like I said, Ray tweeted us some feedback on this issue, but I'll do that at the end.
Okay.
In the letters section.
That's right. We still need a title for that.
That's right.
People.
I suggested something. I don't remember what it was. But.
Was it Qantas? So reach into our sack and see what we say.
Eon's bookshelf. Sorry.
No.
Was it Eon Mails or something?
That's
like
what it
that?
was. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right. So should we begin the issue then?
Yes. Let's. Are you going to introduce the format? How we're doing this?
Well, like I said, we're gonna do kind of a live reading again. Will's gonna do all the ghosts of like Christmas past, like Wendell's dad and.
Okay, we know our parts. You don't have to tell them that. But all right, yeah, cool. Yeah, I got it.
But yeah, some of it will be a live read, some of it will be business as usual. So
yeah,
cool.
Don't. The magic will be there, Mr. Kona. Don't worry.
Okay, all right.
The magic.
Just like your wife says, sit back, let me take care of this.
Yeah.
All right, so remember where we were at last issue, everyone. Quasar got his hands chopped off, and Maelstrom had the bands, but they still had hands in them. And all Quasar's friends are held hostage.
Yeah, Wendell gave... sorry, Matt, I got to do this. Wendell gave Maelstrom a big hand. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I like it. No,
he gave him the finger, all 10 of them. All right.
No risk for the wicked.
Oh, nice.
All right. So, again, another prologue. Well, we're doing Quasar 22, of course, Cosmos in Collision Part 4. Of course, by Grunwald, Capullo, Keith Williams, inker, Janice Chang, letterer, Paul Beckton, colorist, Len Kaminsky, managing editor, Howard Mackey, editor, Tom DeFalco, Uber editor. Ooh.
I didn't think Uber was around back then.
Remember, a story so big, so cosmic, it takes 3 editors.
And an awesome cover by Greg Capullo and Keith Williams.
Yeah, but nice and simple though. Just Wendell hanging there.
Mm-hmm.
Says a long day's journey into death. All right, so this is from May 1991. All right, just like with the rest of them, we get a prologue in the beginning. So prologue number 4. On a small asteroid somewhere in the midst of the sprawling Shi'ar Empire dwells a Watcher, one of an ancient race of beings who have assumed the enormous task of observing and recording all significant events in the known world. Despite the vast sensory and extrasensory powers possessed by all members of his species, this Watcher is unaware that he's being watched. This tableau takes place in the recent past as time is reckoned on Earth. Doesn't every race have, the past?
Yeah.
Alright, so, I believe this is, again, this is revealed to be Maelstrom, so. My assumption of Anomaly's major aspects enable me to mask my presence from those cosmic voyeurs. But as soon as I begin to do anything, I fear they will see me. Something must be done about the Watchers.
What could that be?
Oh, we're about to figure out when in the past this was. Because we see Death Urge come swooping in. Death Urge, you heed my summons. Your ascension agrees with you, Lord Maelstrom. Now how might I serve you? And Maelstrom, I need you to eliminate the Watchers. Oh, okay, no problem. Death Urge, why? They are sworn to never interfere with what they observe. What harm can they be to you? And Maelstrom says, there are the occasional renegades among them. Were one to become aware of my celestial machinations and warn the wrong parties, some of the great powers of the universe could become aligned against me. Well, yeah, if you're going to destroy everything, I would figure.
Yeah.
Consequently, I must come up with a way to eliminate them, but do it in such a way as to not call attention to myself. And Death Urge says, there is a war in every living being, even ageless entities like the Watchers. Between the Life Urge and Death Urge, get it? Self-preservation and blissful oblivion. If you could tip the balance, Maelstrom says, yes, let them obliterate themselves. Surely within their quaint value system is a logical loophole, an anomaly that can be exploited. I know what it is. Death Urge. Into what passes for your mind, I send the secret of the Oblivion Plague. Can you just call him stupid for what passes for your mind? Hey, dummy, here you go. The secret of the Oblivion Plague. Disseminate it, beginning with that Watcher down there. Patient 0. The Shi'ar Watcher. Death Urge, I go. And Anomaly's thinking, so do I. I am ready to return to the planet of my birth at last. I sense an energy barrier erected around it. Wonder where that could have come from. Were I to pass through it, someone would know it. Then he sees a spaceship. Who? Who has the power to create so elaborate a construct? I must know before I... What is this? A starship of unearthly design escaping Earth's atmosphere? I sense anomalous beings inside, beings of power. Perhaps they know something of the barrier's fabricator. I will follow them. I sense they will lead me to something useful. Was that Overmind in the Squadron, right?
I think so, yeah.
Because, Watchers, Oblivion Plague. I think we took this journey in the mystery, haven't we?
I think we did.
But now we get to the sad, sad present.
Indeed.
On Earth, the Long Island estate of Malcolm Stromberg, alias Maelstrom. Oh, shoot. I stole Matt Kona's part, didn't I, when I did Death Urge, didn't I?
It's okay.
That's alright. He's coming. Another page, he's coming. I was so... Alright, so the present, morning, so what? So we went through the whole night. It says the morning, Wendell's hanging on the wall, handless, as he thinks, dead. Why am I not dead yet? Should have bled to death by now. Maelstrom cut off my hands. Must have stopped the blood flow with his power, control over kinetic energy. Had to let him do it to me, or he'd have killed the rest of my friends like he did to poor Makari. Remember almost nothing after I felt the first bite of the knife. Must have gone into shock. Probably still in shock. Now Maelstrom's got my quantum bands, but he can't remove them from my arms till I'm dead. Why does he hang me here like a hunting trophy, instead of killing me? Without my hands, without my quantum bands, I'm useless, as good as dead. I'm the biggest screw-up that ever lived. Thought I had eliminated the cosmic assassin 2 days ago. Turned out he was just a stalking horse to make me let my guard down. Maelstrom played me like I was a rank amateur, and I'm still in the dark about Maelstrom's stakes in the game. All I know is I'm doomed, my friends are doomed, Eon's doomed, the world's doomed, and for all I know, the whole universe is doomed. Doubt any protector of the universe has ever screwed up so badly. So I'm useless, worthless, beyond redemption. Oh, another.
Yeah, after that page, you're like, wow, there's more self-loathing?
I know. All I want is out. Relief from my overwhelming sense of failure. Come on, Death. What are you waiting for? Okay, Kona, here we go.
Quasar? Remember me?
Yeah, Death Urge.
You know why I'm here?
To take my life.
Not quite. Remember the last time we met? I said the next time you saw me, you would beg for me to kill you? Well, I'm waiting.
Back in issue number 2.
Back in issue 2, episode 2. See, 2 people, we told you that those lines would pay off.
And now we're on issue 2.
Oh, nice. Nice symmetry. If you kill me, will it end my suffering? Terminate my consciousness?
But of course.
Then take me, Death Urge. I want to die. I'm a worthless foul-up, an embarrassment to the human race. Everyone would be better off with me dead, especially me.
That sounds like whining, not begging. I don't like whiners.
Then I beg you, Death Urge, kill me! Come on, you faceless phantasm, please!
You forgot the other part of what I told you the last time we met.
What?
That you would beg me to kill you and I would refuse. That's what I'm doing. A quick trip to oblivion is too good for you. You deserve to wallow in the shambles you've made of your life and suffer some more.
What? You can't. You can't mean that.
But I can. Goodbye. I've got places to go, people to delete.
Wait, come back! Come back and do your job, you miserable... What good are you?
No, the question is, my successor, what good are you?
Who?
You sound like you think very little of yourself.
Captain Marvel? The man.
The man.
the man. Alright, elsewhere in the mansion, we see, Maelstrom and his, quote-unquote nieces, remember? One saying, the quantum bands, Lord Maelstrom, how are they coming? He says, the youth was apparently not exaggerating. They will not come free of his arms until he is dead. And another one says, so why do you not finish what you started and kill him? Patience, Truth, my dear. I wish to learn a little more about the relationship between the welder and the weapon before I place them on my own wrists. Oh, good idea. How does the lifeline between man and manacle work? In the brief time Quasar has left to live, his bands will surrender to me this essential bit of data. And the blonde's like, but you cannot utilize them until they adorn your own arms. Not as a weapon, no. And the other one, could you not whittle away at the arms and scoop out all the organic matter from inside the bands? I wonder, could that work, or would the band protect, since there's such a bond between them, would it protect them?
It actually says in the next panel.
The area of the forearm within the bands have resisted my attempts to dislodge his flesh and bone in any way. It is as if the flesh has become impervious stone. I read this a couple weeks ago. Yeah. No matter, it shall yield soon enough. And now, my lovelies, gather close. I wish for you to join your alien psyches with mine. Let's explore the 7 gems of each bracelet in close communion.
Okay, creepy uncle.
Crazy Uncle Maelstrom.
Hey, think about that. The bands are why the quantum band. One quantum band is better than the Infinity Gauntlet. It has 7 gems. The Gauntlet only has 6.
That's right. And there's 2 bands.
More power. Right. Come, truth, charm, beauty. Touch the pretty baubles. Feel their throbbing power. Damn, he is creepy.
He is.
Of all the creatures in the cosmos, I chose you 3 weird sisters to be my consorts.
Oh, they're weird?
You're the one playing with another guy's hands. In exchange for your absolute devotion, for your surrender of your innate abilities, ineffable bodies, and free will to me.
Wow, I hope their bodies are ineffable to him.
Is this an issue of Quasar, like a penthouse forum? To me and my cause, I will allow you to participate in the most important thing happening anywhere in the universe at this very moment. Wow, what a pickup line. Stick with me, baby. It's the most important thing going on in the universe right now. Lose yourself in the dance of particles about us. Let your minds and bodies go. Experience the rapture of submitting to the unknowable. And we see Eon's face in the gems. Show yourself, Eon, you most senile of time beings. Damn. Trying to impress his ladies. Show us where you hide yourself so I can come there and perform the inevitable. There, that wasn't so hard, was it? Baseball cards. Elsewhere. You're dead. You can't be visiting me, Quasar says. Am I hallucinating? Are you one of Death Urge's tricks?
No, I am really Marvell. Eon sent me. He's still in touch, in a way, with all past protectors of the universe. In a certain sense, you could say that we all live on in him.
So what did he send you to tell me? That I'm the worst protector he'd ever appointed and he wishes he had gotten someone else?
Not at all, Quasar. He sent me to tell you that he was sorry about all that you've had to go through because of him.
Really?
Really. The thing he did with your father, reanimating him to keep him from you knowing he had died. Reanimating him to keep you from knowing that he had died. He did that to spare your feelings, not to hurt them. He sees now that what he did was wrong. You really should excuse certain things in him, Quasar. He is very alien. He doesn't know some of the finer points of humanoid experience. His mind is so filled with all the cold, hard facts of the physical universe, the universe of emotions, personal bonds, feelings. He knows it exists, but hasn't the slightest understanding of it.
I forgive him, Captain, as we see a tear roll down Quasar's face. It's myself I can't forgive. Look at me. I'm a failure. I wasn't up to the job he appointed me to do. You were. You stopped Thanos, the great threat to the universe Eon groomed you to combat. You didn't need all the Avengers. You did it yourself.
Yes, but I didn't stop him completely. He's come back from that initial defeat. I dealt him twice now, up to his same old tricks. Even as we speak, he's got something going on that's his most audacious scheme yet. If Maelstrom doesn't manage to rock the cosmos to its very foundations, Thanos is right behind him waiting his turn. And where am I? I'm dead. I can't do a thing. And did I fall fighting the good fight? No, I died in bed, a victim of my body's own betrayal. You see, what we actually accomplished just doesn't matter. There's always more to do. What matters is that we tried to accomplish. For it is in the trying that the vital spirit of sentient beings everywhere shows that an individual can make a difference. I tried to be the best protector I could be. So did you. I know that. Eon does too. My time's up. Farewell, brother.
They disappear. But then, in the basement... Because remember, Ken, Kayla, and HD are locked up. Oh, we're gonna get the big HD reveal.
That's right.
We see a guard snoozing by the door. Because I guess, they're in the wine cellar.
Standing and snoozing in his Quebecois thong. Arms folded.
So many comic book characters and thongs this week for Conan.
I know. The wife is away.
So we see, like we said, Ken and Kayla sitting in the wine cellar, HD standing up, and Ken says, HD, come on, sit here with us. And HD says, sitting will make me feel even more helpless. And Ken says, what can any of us do? That madman stopped the Mike's heart. Cut off the boss's hands, and those guys had superpowers. Kayla, you, and me, we're just ordinary people. And HD says, that's where you're wrong, Ken. I'm anything but ordinary. And in a Clark Kent moment, rips off her glasses and her wig. Yes. Because Kayla goes, whoop! And she stands revealed. HD says, I was born Heather Douglas, and that's what the HD stands for, but I am better known by the name I was given by the priest of Titan, Moondragon! And Ken, yeah, I've heard of her. Wasn't she, or you, an Avenger for a while? And she says, yes, off and on over the years. In fact, it was at an Avengers meeting where I first met Quasar.
Back in Avengers number 305, which was episode something or another.
I was going to say, let me look it up. I'll tell everyone. Give us an editor's note here.
Podcaster's note.
That's right, podcaster editor's note. I should have looked up the book up. Here we go. Avengers 305 was episode 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
Back there.
So scroll way down, people.
Yeah.
She says, my psionic powers immediately enabled me to glean who he was. Successor to Captain Marvel as the protector of the universe, and I found that extremely attractive. Gold digger. You see, once I'd been passed over as the Celestial Madonna.
Wow, back in that we don't get an editor's note, but
no.
That's back in Avengers 1:15, 16, 17, where's
something like that. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's way back there with Mantis and the Swordsman and all that.
Yeah. She says that, and Kayla thinks, "What about Madonna?" I'd be perfect for him. HD said, or Moondragon, but here was a chance to realize something almost as good, to become a consort to the most cosmic man in the universe. I'd be perfect for him. I had plenty of experience in cosmic affairs. I'd been present at the defeat of two of the most powerful mortal beings this sector's ever known, Thanos and Korvac.
Yeah, wow. I don't...
With like 170s for the Avengers for Korvac, right?
Yeah, 170. And then the Thanos she's talking about would be the Marvel 2-in-1 annual, where he was turned to stone, I think.
Oh, yeah. The first time he died, right?
Yeah. What are we up to now? Sorry.
Do you think my reading of Quasar's mind told me that the direct approach would not work with him, so I decided to take an indirect route first. I created for myself an unassuming identity, and with it, I proceeded to walk into Vaughn Security Systems to offer my professional services.
Issue number 12, which was...
Episode 31.
Episode 31.
So, halfway between the beginning and here.
Yeah.
When Quasar said the company's workload did not warrant an addition to the staff, I offered to acquire 5 new clients as my admission ticket. My golden ticket. As you might guess, it was child's play for me to scan the minds of various corporation heads and tailor my sales pitches to what each believed his company needed. Duh. Once ensconced at Vaughn Security, I seized the earliest possible opportunity to commune with Quasar's mentor, the ancient being Eon, in order to offer him my services. You see, securing Eon's approval of our relationship would go a long way toward convincing Quasar that a relationship between us was as highly desirable, so I thought. Getting Dad's approval. Eon agreed not to tell Quasar who I really was if I would perform a task for him to protect your minds from harm. And what? Kayla, what? You mean Ken's and mine? Yes, you see, Eon knew it was his enemy, Stromberg, as it turned out, who stopped the flow of blood to Quasar's father's brain. Oh!
Back in Quasar 12.
Yeah. Again, it's episode 31.
Yeah.
Giving him that fatal cerebral hemorrhage. Eon didn't want him to do the same to you two. Oh, that's nice. And Kayla, but why would Stromberg want to? What did we ever do to him? And Moondragon, Stromberg's mind is proof to mine, but I imagine he just wanted to upset Quasar, impair him emotionally, weaken his judgment and stability. So I've been inside your minds for the past few weeks, hoping to ward off a possible cerebral attack. Kayla, what about Mike? Couldn't you have done something? And Moondragon, since Mike is an Eternal, his brain cells were somewhat more difficult to safeguard. And once we got here, my mental powers were totally dampened by one of Stromberg's nieces. And then that horrid little man I threw the knife at had manipulated the fear centers of my brain. And now, the man I was born to love is dying. Give it a couple years. You love the title more than the person. We are trapped in the house of a madman whose capacity for cosmic evil is so great that Eon dreads him, and I am as powerless as any other human being to stop the dark fate in store for the universe. Cut to black.
Which is nice because she didn't want to sit down. I mean, the construction of that scene is great. She didn't want to sit down, but at the end, she's sitting down with them.
Yes.
Which is awesome. I mean, that's just...
Yeah.
Grunwald is awesome. And completely...
Master storyteller. He's just bringing it up a notch in this one, especially.
I told you, I so wish more Grunwald wasn't gone. That would be my number one interview I'd want, is Grunwald. Alright. Meanwhile, upstairs... Get ready, Dad.
Wendell, do you have a moment?
Dad?
Yes, son.
But...
I know, I shouldn't be here since I'm dead. Remember that discussion we once had about death when I told you that I don't believe in any sort of afterlife?
Yeah?
Well, I still don't. My presence here doesn't prove a thing except that Eon is capable of creating a lifelike energy simulacrum of me and imbue it with what he remembers my consciousness to be. I did spend a lot of time in the Eonverse, you'll recall.
Yeah, Dad, and I resented it. I was jealous or something. When I think of the last conversation we had before you died, how I acted like such a jerk.
That really doesn't matter now, son.
Bet you're pretty ashamed of me, huh? I never was able to live up to your expectations at anything. Even when I got the job as Earth's cosmic cop, it felt like you didn't think I was up to the job. You were right, Dad. I'm in way over my head.
Wendell, you know I was never any good at expressing how I felt, but I'm telling you now that I was proud of you, son. Maybe a little jealous, too. Each generation wants their progeny to do a little better than they did. But what you achieved was just so much better than anything I could ever have hoped to have accomplished. It was hard to accept. So you see, son, I'm not perfect either. Now you know where you get it from. Please forgive me.
Dad, it's me who needs forgiveness here, not you. You're my dad. You raised me, helped shape my values, influenced me in almost everything. So you were a little jealous. Big deal. I'm the one who messed up so badly I'm hanging here without my hands like a hunter's trophy.
You were given an impossible job protecting the whole universe, but you didn't let it daunt you. You didn't give up. You did your best. No man could have done better.
I did try to do my best, but I know plenty of people who could have done better than me. Captain America to name but one.
Regardless, you did all you were capable of doing. What more can anyone ask? I'm very proud of you, son. I'm sorry you had to wait till I was dead to hear it. And if saying I forgive you will help make the horrible ordeal you're going through any easier, you have it. I have to go now, Wendell. I feel my consciousness beginning to unfocus. Take care, son. I love you.
And he disappears. Mm-hmm. Oh, but speaking of, before I forget,
Whoa. Okay. Matt, you still there?
I'm still here. Yeah,
okay.
Sorry. I tuned up for a second so I got a message. But
we lost Phil. We lost Phil.
Oh, okay. he wanted to show us something.
And then
he froze.
I'm here. Can you see me?
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
I can see you now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Papa, can you hear me? No,
I thought you were going to have to read as the ghost of Phil.
Oh! But no, I was saying, Wendell mentioned Captain America. After we do Cosmos, the next issue we're gonna do we're gonna do 6 issues in one episode. We're gonna do like a general review of the Superior stratagem from Captain America 387 through 392, because Captain America tries to call Quasar while all this is going on.
And he can't get to the bands to answer,
Or his card. Yeah.
Yeah. He can't reach his card. Yeah.
He can't reach it.
Moondragon would, but she's in the basement. Yeah, and also if you haven't got, I need a couple weeks to find the last couple surprise stratagems, but it's the title of a Cap graphic novel too, so it's
I think they do collect it.
It's collected in that, and it takes top billing, so.
Like I said, if you can't get them all, I mean, we're going to do more of a broad overview. We're not going to go word for word like we usually do.
Gotcha.
All right. But meanwhile...
I still want them. I want to be a completist.
I know.
Yeah, me too.
And then further down the line after the Thor issue, I think we're going to do Cap 393 through 397, kind of bridge, between Superior Stratagem and Galactic Storm.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a Quasar appearance in one of those.
That's right.
So, yeah. Alright, so, meanwhile, upstairs, we get, Maelstrom, Stromberg, Anomaly, whatever you want to call him, and his nieces.
Did you have air quotes there? Nieces.
Yeah, you just see, oh, Maelstrom, Master! Doing something funky, and then they all hit the ground. Looks like Maelstrom needs a cigarette. The ineffable rapture of the immersion in the infinite. My lovelies. Yeah, with the synergistic melding of our psionic gifts, I have explored the 14 quantum gems to my satisfaction. Damn, was it good for you? Beauty, go tell Phoebus that Quasar has served his purpose. He may expedite his demise. She goes, okay. Truth, charm, watch me as I open the gateway to the Eon-verse. Eon, you ghastly glob of distilled time, I'm coming, oh, kill you!
This is the counting. This is pretty hardcore.
Oh, yeah. Get ready, people. Yeah, this is extreme. Because elsewhere, we see, Phoebus comes in with a whip. Quasar, you done dying yet? Quasar looks up, huh? And he whips the wall. Zach, didn't think so. That's why I'm here. Quasar says, you're not a phantom. Been hallucinating, haven't you, pretty boy? Ha! You think I'm pretty? No. Know what I'm here for, boy? I'm here to beat you to death. Would you like that, boy? Quasar says, yes. You heroes, false bravado to the end. Now I'm going to whip you a mere 39 times, and as I do, I want you to keep count for me. Understand, me boy? Okay, here goes. And he whips him right across the chest, drawing blood. 1. Quasar says. So, this will be Quasar counting, and the other guy has the dialogue. Very good. I like a boy who can follow orders. Let's go for 2, shall we? And he whips him again. 1. What was that, boy? 2 comes after 1, remember? Another indictment of the American educational system. Okay, now, let's see if you know what comes after 2. Wait a second. I do have a sound effect here. 1. Are you an idiot? I'll never get to 39 if you keep repeating 1. Duh, that's what he wants, stupid. Wait, you're trying to taunt me? Yes, that must be it. You think you can make me look foolish, don't you, pretty boy? Nobody makes me, Phoebus, look foolish, boy. Nobody. I am the master of fear and the king of pain, and talking in the third person.
Yes.
So 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. Shut up! Ha 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 ha! He laughed so hard he's out of breath. I lost count, but that must have been at least 39. He was both a favorite pretty boy and die! Yeah. Later, Matthew Kona.
Yes, I'm flipping the page, so I got stuck.
How's it going?
All right. We see a little kind of a skeleton hand. Bunky, you want to die, huh?
Huh?
I know. You want to know who the holy heck I am, rightio? I'm Kid Reaper, your very own personal vision of death itself. Coolness, huh? And this is like a small, he looks like a Funko Pop head of Skeletor. He's got a Reaper, he's got the scythe. He's got kind of a crazy smile on his face.
Oh my lord, Thanos and Lady Death actually did have a kid.
And Phasar's face is all jacked up because that last whip went right across the mouth. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, it looks like he's losing a tooth or his lip is swollen. What's that? You don't believe me? I'm shocked. You listen, nobody will help you see. Even the other incarnations of death have thrown in with oblivion. You're teetering on the very brink of the big chill, but you're still at a pinky hold on the land of the living that you just can't bring yourself to let go. You got one heck of a strong will to live, Bunky. So what you go and do? You took a smidgen of the death force that's in you. You fashioned me as your unheavenly little helpmate. Just between you and me, Bunk, I think you were reading too many Harvey comics as a kid. This is like the most ridiculous form an angel of death has ever taken. Know what I mean? all seriousness aside, Bunky, if you really honestly truly want to die, I'll help you. That nod I'll take as a yes. Okay, Bunky, it's your funeral. And he winks as he kind of lashes back his scythe and gets Quasar right in the middle of what is left of the logo that he's already been ripped repeatedly by the whips in his chest.
And in the realm of Eon, we see Maelstrom still carrying the hands. Eon, your body's disgusting, you know that? And then we see the hands fall out of the quantum bands. What? The quantum bands have come off Quasar's hands? That means he's dead at last, and the bands are mine as he puts them on. And in the wine cellar, we see Moondragon screaming, no! Or she's...
That's a great image, by the way. It's her face in blue from the lights, and no is all just giant letters right behind her.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Excellent panel, like that.
But so we end the issue because Quasar's dead. We need a hero for next issue. Who can we get? Brooklyn, New York. A blood-curdling cry of mental anguish piercing the ether as we see a fellow on a motorcycle say, "Innocent blood has been spilled. Someone must pay." So many skeletal figures in this issue.
That's right.
Because next issue, Quasar's dead. We need a Ghost Rider.
It is the 90s. It is the 90s.
So I love Kona's. Yeah. I love Kona's rendition of Kid Reaper. We get him for like what, at least 1 or 2 more issues, right?
He shows up. I think he's still in 25, so maybe 3 more issues.
Oh, maybe the whole thing. Yeah, I can't remember. And then,
I'll do some vocal exercises for that.
And then he appears again and was at issue 40, I believe. So
yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And a treat for any of the people that watch us. Long ago, I bought the original art to the cover of 23.
Ooh!
So I will show that on the podcast next episode.
That's right. Subscribe and check it out next episode.
It's awesome.
Ghost Rider. All right. So.
We've got comments that you need to read.
Oh, yes, that's right. All right. Let me open Twitter here.
Did they leave their home addresses?
Well, it's Ray. Well, no. I know. Well, this is from Ray from Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast again. So, everyone, go check out Into the Night. All right. Oh, wait. That is next issue, because he tweeted us about both issues.
Because in Australia, it's already next week.
That's right.
That's right.
I'm sure he's getting a big kick out of that. All right. So, issue 22. Quasar, hey fellas, just dropping some thoughts on part 4 of Cosmos and Collision. A really rich issue full of character drama. Wendell able to speak to his dad and Marvel were great. And development of our villain's plans. Maelstrom is so good as the nemesis. And when Quasar's life finally gets snuffed out, it's truly terrifying to see Maelstrom with the quantum bands. And Moondragon's reveal and subsequent retrospect into how she fit in from the early issues just shows how thoughtful a writer Grunwald is.
Yep, absolutely.
Right. Here's a question, gentlemen. One question I'd like to ask you Quantum Zoners is, has Maelstrom featured in any recent runs of late? He's an absolute worthy villain, and it'd be a shame if he only had been used for this art. Keep up the great work, Quantum Zone, or go home. Quantum Zone or go home. I believe he showed up again. Here, maybe I'll pull up this.
He showed up in Guardians of the Galaxy. I think it was 11 and 12 when Wendell gets the bands back after Phyla becomes Martyr. I think is her. She gets a sword and they fight in Oblivion or something. Her, Drax, and Moondragon are all deadish, and Maelstrom is there. Although he's different, he's more Jokerish than just straight up, cool, collected, and evil.
All right, I pulled up the Wikipedia. His first appearance was Marvel 2-in-1 71 in 1981.
Who was in that? The Thing, probably.
The Thing, yeah.
The Thing. They showed the cover of the issue 72, and it was Thing in the Thing in the Inhumans. Oh, but look, created by Mark Grunwald, Ralph Macchio, and Ron Wilson. So, Deviant Inhuman Hybrid. Notable aliases: Anomaly, Cosmic Assassin, Malcolm Stromberg.
Okay, it looks like he also showed up in Avengers 247, 248, 249, and 250, which is the Unimind.
Yeah, that was before this story, right?
Yeah, that was long before this story.
Yes.
And Marvel 2-171 was Mr. Fantastic.
Ah, nice. Yeah, because what is it, the issue or two before this when he said he hyperextended himself? Wasn't that from those Avengers issues?
Exactly. So according to the Chronology Project, the Marvel Chronology Project, it was Marvel 2-172, Avengers 247, 248, 249, 250, and then Quasar 19 flashbacks. So the prologues, and then Guardian of the Galaxy.
Oh, wait, here. Looks like a Fantastic Four Unlimited number 10 from 1998, and then, was that Great Lakes Avengers Misassembled number 1 through 4 from 2005, and then...
That's a clone of his, according to this, because he died...
Who's he, Marvel Boy?
Yeah.
And, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 number 12 from 2009, so...
Yep. And it has him here in 11, 12, and 24 of Guardians of the Galaxy, that series.
Ah, okay. It might have just been they referenced number 12. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he shows up again, which, I don't know. I mean, yeah, he's a good villain, but I almost kind of wish that, Wendell would have been able to permanently defeat him, but...
Yeah.
I guess like you said, Marvel, that, these cosmic guys like Thanos keep coming back.
Yep.
But this was a major out-of-the-woodwork villain, somebody we hadn't really expected with major powers, so it was kind of cool. I mean, this is obviously the most high-profile thing he did. Maybe that Fantastic Four issue got more buys, but that's just on name value alone. Probably didn't do as much cool stuff, and probably didn't try to take any meat out of any chopped-off limbs. But,
Well, I mean, that's the thing about Grunwald. He knew how to use continuity. It wasn't this thing that he tried to ignore. So, well, how can I use this to make the story better? And I mean, he does that. I mean, that's something that Wade does too. We had that interview with Mark Wade, and they're kind of cut from the same cloth, I think. So.
That's what I was saying. I think like Mark Wade, like the modern version of Mark Grunwald, just because he's such a fan of continuity, and they were like such great cap writers, and But yeah, I mean. So it seems pretty plain. I mean, someone could debate this, but it seems like Grunwald had this planned out from issue 1.
Oh yeah, I think so. I really do. I mean, he was just waiting to pull the trigger on it.
Yeah.
And probably he would have put it off if sales warranted it, but I think he was worried about getting canceled. Yeah. So he had to pull the trigger.
Do you think this would have been 6 parts instead of 7 if they hadn't been so close to 25? Did he want to end it, the storyline on a double-sized issue 25?
I don't know. I mean, this thing feels...
Yeah, it does seem...
It feels tight. I mean, it doesn't feel like he's wasted anything. He's not padded anything out. I mean, it's... And part 7 is double-sized, so it's really like 8 issues that he's got this thing going on. I mean, it's...
That's why maybe it was double sized because hey, it's a 25. We'll just end it on 25.
I mean, this thing is just.
Well, maybe that's the other thing. Maybe he had to end it quicker because Infinity Gauntlet's coming up too.
Yeah, I mean, this thing is just it's really tight. The plotting's awesome. The character. I mean, this is the best. This is the best.
I did like the little kind of nod to the Infinity Gauntlet to come.
Mm-hmm.
When this earlier in the issue,
The only thing I would, and I think this is probably editorial, I wish they would have footnoted the Celestial Madonna saga, the Korvac saga, those things that they reference, because, I mean, that's Grunwald playing with existing continuity and saying, hey, look, I exist in this great and awesome Marvel universe. Here's where you can go read about it,
And why can't we have everything footnoted? We've got 3 editors on this book.
That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, even like next issue, I mean, I don't want to spoil too much, but even the Ghost Rider appearance doesn't seem too gratuitous.
No, I mean, they're in New York, and he's around doing his thing at that point.
And Pretty Boy blood has been spilled.
That's right. And Moondragon had her scream, which I think that's what he heard, right? That mental anguish.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I just thought he always sensed that when innocent blood was spilled. But yeah, I mean, she has telepathic powers. Yeah, he really could have heard that. Oh, but yeah, Grunwald was like the master of continuity and like weaving stuff together. Like we'll see, a couple episodes down the line, like after that Thor issue, like those Captain Americas we're gonna read, like we see, like they deal with the whole fallout from the Thor issue, and then they kind of like weave it into an issue. He weaves it into Quasar 28, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it helps that he was writing Cappy and Quasar at the same time, but still.
Yeah. But he wasn't writing Avengers at the time, or Thor, so there you go.
Yeah, and it wasn't like a thing where like, oh, this takes place before, Cap or Quasar. No, he kind of seamlessly weaved them together. As we'll find out.
Yep.
All right, so Matt Conan, you want to talk about whatever books you got this weekend?
Oh, no, I normally work on Saturdays. I think I was talking about that after, and how I would miss out on the pre-comic book day stuff, but I got cut from my first tour because nobody bought tickets for 10 a.m. So I got to go. I went to I had 2 hours to work with. So I went on a walkabout. I took public transportation. I went to 3 stores, one of which is Newbury Comics, and they're called Newbury Comics, but it's mostly a record and pop culture store. I guess they started as a comic book store, but there's a bunch of locations, and they gave 3 issues out per people. There's a big line out front. It was kind of crazy. So I got Avengers, Spider-Man, and I think I got Bob's Burgers because I didn't know what else to get. And then I went to the next comic book store, which didn't open until 11. So I went to McDonald's, and I did not buy food. I found out that you don't have to buy a Happy Meal to get a Happy Meal toy.
No.
At most McDonald's. This one was being a real jerk to me. So I went to another one. I got a bunch of the Avengers Happy Meal toys. So I'm kind of compulsively trying to pick some up. I got a Captain Marvel today, but that's not part of the story. So I went to New England Comics in Brookline, and I got a couple of the Tick issues, and the creator of the Tick was there meeting people and signing things. And again, there's another little bit of a line, a bit of a crowd out front, and I feel like people just got in the line because there was people there, and they're like, "Oh, this must be cool. Let's go, free comic books."
Yeah, anytime you have trouble with Happy Meals, just let me know. I'll run down to McDonald's. I'll grab something for Luca, although he has to eat gluten-free, so he eats his burger without the bun. But I'll be like, can I buy a second toy for my older boy, Matt?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, and that's definitely something, like, I've had some funny interactions with McDonald's employees. I'm like, well, he really wants this one. He already has Iron Man. And they don't know that I'm talking in the third person.
Yeah.
But,
I used to work at McDonald's like through high school, and then like right after. This is like 20 years ago. Like then I became like a manager. Oh my lord! You think Happy Meal toys are bad? But when they had the Beanie Babies,
yeah.
People were circling the building. They're like, "I'll be back in an hour when you put the next one out."
Oh my goodness! But so the funny thing today was I asked if she could show me what they have. Because sometimes they just take it out of the bin and let me pick through it. But this one, it was around the back. So she's like, we have Iron Man, the Blue Guy, and Scarlett Johansson. And, I was like, the Blue Guy is a girl. It's Nebula. And which Scarlett Johansson? Because there's the regular one and there's the team suit one. So I'm like, just show them to me. Whatever.
Matt Coda's like a crackhead. He's like, could I have more of them Captain Marvels?
No, I've never seen Captain Marvel until today. The real regret. So some of them, one of them, they're like, yeah, you can only get one, and I'm like, all right, whatever. So I passed on Ant-Man, and now I'm looking for Ant-Man and Thanos, and that's about it. I'm not going to get too crazy about, do I have Captain America regular suit and team suit?
Is there a variant?
There are variants, I know. And, but whatever. I'm play it by ear. I got a couple of the variants, but I don't have, regular Hulk and Thor. I'd like to get a fat Thor, but, they didn't make that. I think they didn't want to spoil the great gag by producing that as a toy.
They don't want to put fatness in your head when you're going to
No. It's health food. Yeah. You can get your Happy Meal with fruits and yogurt.
Yes, you can. Apple slices, yes.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just really want to shout out this one comic book store. My last stop was this Comictopia in Kenmore Square because they just had all their 25-cent bins were free. And you could take as many as you wanted. I mean, they probably wouldn't let you take a long box, but I got a bunch of stacks of like cool recent stuff, and and they got you pick 5 free comic book day things. So I loaded up because what I do is like now I'm doing the duck tours. I give comic books out to kids because I'm trying to encourage them to get into it beyond the movies and stuff. So I got to pick some good ones out. And it was just fun because I didn't think I was going to get to do any of that festivities because I'd have to work. But instead, boom, I went on a little tour. I went comic shopping, comic shop hopping.
Nice.
Yeah.
But good luck on your hunt for all those Happy Meal toys. Yeah. Although I do hear if you do get the Thanos one, you can only buy half of them.
Yeah.
Did you see that meme on online? I think it was on Facebook or something. It was a picture of Thanos and it says, "I love you 1,500."
No, I didn't see that one yet. That's good. That's it. Did you guys did you go out for any comic book shop things? Yeah.
Nah. Didn't get a chance this year.
Yeah.
I wanted to. I was feeling half, like I was feeling kind of sickly, so I just like kind of sat around the house all day.
Yeah.
I'll go shopping on a regular day.
Yeah.
Ooh, tomorrow's Wednesday. I'll get my
get your pull
weekly
list.
shipment. Yeah. All right. Anything else? I think we covered everything.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting. I still have Quantum Zone T-shirts. If anybody wants them, maybe some of our contributors. I feel like I should definitely hook Shoshin up.
I was going to say, are you talking these ones?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Hey, Soshin, right in, because, Soshin complimented me on this shirt on one of our previous videos, so.
For sure. And, hit me up if you want one. I got you.
Do you guys remember the gag from, What the? Do you remember reading What the?
Yeah.
Marvel back?
I've read a few What those, yeah.
They had a Quasar gag when he was wearing that costume. I think the Impossible Man goes up to him and goes, like this, and fixes the vertical scroll so that it becomes one symbol instead of having the thing across. I have to find that. It's a cool little gag.
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah, so Soshin, write in for your shirt, and remember, turn right.
Yeah.
Turn right.
There's no road there.
Don't text and drive.
He's not texting, he's listening, remember?
Yes.
All right. So we done?
We're done.
All right. So send us your thoughts. We're in the middle of Cosmos and Collision. Send your thoughts in like Ray from Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. Check that out. Or Soshin. So email us, cavesalunatics@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/QuantumZonePod, @QuantumZonePod, and @CLSidekicks on Twitter. Follow CL Sidekicks on Instagram. Call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, check out the ever work in progress, capesandlunatics.org. All right. Daddy, where can people find you in Diary of Night?
Daddy. That's really weird.
I was Wendell. You were Dad. Okay. Ghost Dad. Where can people find
Dad? There we go.
That's Bill Cosby. Come on.
Don't lay that on him.
Oh, that's you take that back. All right.
That's all right. Yeah.
You can find me at WALLRED. That's Walred for Twitter and Facebook and all those places. You can also find Diary of Night at diaryofnight.com, and then, of course, Quantum Zone at quantumzone.org.
All right. Mr. Happy Meal, where can people get a hold of you?
You can find me at the Dorchester McDonald's. Hassling teenagers that don't know characters' names. Okay, so let me just preface, but I'm more than happy to hook Shoshin up with a shirt or something, but I kind of want to spring load into this next episode to have people write and tell us what their favorite or most random Ghost Rider appearing in a book that they would not expect him in, because that's good. That happened a lot in the 90s.
Oh, nice.
I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head, but I mean, Quasar's a good candidate. That's obviously off the table. But, I don't know if I don't know if Ghost Rider interacted with Slapstick or something like that, but yeah.
I've got one for you after the end of the podcast.
Okay,
I
we'll
want to
save
give
it
to everybody.
All right, so this is official. I can put this up on social media in a couple of days saying, hey, send us your thoughts, or your random Ghost Rider appearances. You might win a Quantum Zone t-shirt.
Yes, say you might win, because I'm not going to give one to everyone.
No, I'm just saying, the one or, yeah.
Sure, yes, exactly.
And let us know if you want Matt Conan to sign it.
Yes, I will sign the tag. And I'll send you a free comic book that I got from Comictopia in Kenmore Square in Boston.
Ooh.
There's no Ghost Rider, but, whatever. Yeah, but otherwise, hit me up at Matt Kona, MatTKona, all across social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff.
Woo! I'm glad we kept the mood up, because that issue was good, but it was depressing.
It's dark.
So all right. So remember, send us in your most random Ghost Rider appearance for your chance to win a Quantum Zone T-shirt. From the Duckman himself, not Conan. Quit ducking around, Conan. Story's so good.
Yes, it is.
Then we'll get some Captain America after Cosmos. And that's where my recording kind of pooped out. I'm sorry, everyone, but I figured, hey, instead of leaving everyone hanging, I will give you a good ending. So, sorry the guys aren't here, but it's just me. But anyway, remember, if you missed anything, remember, next time, send in your feedback, your wackiest Ghost Rider appearances, and you could win a Quantum Zone t-shirt by Mr. Matt Kona, King of the Happy Meals. And remember, send in all your thoughts on the last 3 remaining parts of Cosmos and Collision. After that, we're doing Captain America, the Superior Stratagem. You can send in your thoughts on that. Infinity Gauntlet. And I just said that kind of weird, didn't I? Infinity Gauntlet. Then we'll be doing Captain America 393 through 397 to warm us up for Operation Galactic Storm. We're doing Starbrand. We're doing Quasar 28 through 31. So send us your thoughts on any of that. All right, thank you for putting up with the technical difficulties, Quantum Zoners. And remember, keep it quantum.